so that they cannot see him. Cranston's friend and companion, the lovely Margot Lane, is the only person who knows to whom the voice of the invisible shadow belongs. Deep in the swampland, a young man stumbles his way blindly, closer and closer to a bubbling patch of slime known as Devil's Dip. His glazed eyes show no recognition of his father's warning cries in the distance.
Old man, the swamp, you don't scare me. No, sir. Randy Calhoun is going to pay his respects to Devil's Dip right now.
Randy, where are you?
They call your cemetery without tombstones, Devil's Dip, but that don't scare me either.
Randy, come back here.
There she is, bubbling and beautiful in the moonlight. Just a few steps more now.
Randy, you've gone crazy, boy. Get away from that thing.
I'm walking right into you with my chin out, Devil's Dip. Let's see you stop me.
Randy, stop. Oh, can't move. Oh, my leg. Randy, he's gone. My own son swallowed up by Devil's Dip.
Yes?
Mr. Cranston?
This is Lamont Cranston.
My name is Calhoun. Wilma Calhoun. But I don't expect that you remember me.
Calhoun?
We met 3 years ago when you cracked the Lanning case down here.
Oh, of course. Yes, now I remember. How are you, Mr. Calhoun?
Not so good, I'm afraid, Mr. Cranston. Something terrible is taking place down here. The legend started up again. It will kill us all if you don't help.
What are you talking about?
My son was killed by it this evening. Devoured by the swamp.
What?
While running to his rescue, I was held by a paralytic stroke.
You're sure you're not letting your imagination get the better of you?
The legend has already struck, Mr. Cranston. It will continue to strike until every member of the Calhoun family has been claimed. You've got to help us, Mr. Cranston. You've just got to.
No, here's the drive-in road he told me to look for. I see two people on the front porch the swamp hasn't claimed yet.
Oh, yes, a young woman, a young man. They look like something out of Gone with the Wind.
Pretty far gone, if you ask me. I don't think we should expect a very stimulating reception. After you're done.
Thanks.
Well, good afternoon, Miss
Afternoon. Daddy told us you were coming. We've been looking forward to your visit. Thank you.
Your father said there was some kind of trouble, Miss Calhoun.
Oh, poor old Daddy. He's nearly out of his mind after what happened to Randy last night. Then with his paralysis.
Randy's probably the best off of all of us. He don't have to fight the swamp no more.
You sound pretty convinced about this swamp legend, Quentin.
Don't let me scare you, Clint. Have a look for yourself. But keep your eyes open when you do.
Good heavens, what was that? Daddy. That sounded like Daddy calling.
Go ahead. Just the old boys in boogeyman again.
This way. It goes right down the hall here.
Randy, my boy.
Daddy, what is it?
What happened, Mr. Calhoun?
Randy, he walked out of the swamp. He's come back from the dead.
What are you talking about?
Stepped on the window, and then he walked away into the twilight whistling.
I'll open the window.
There it is.
There is someone whistling.
Oh, it's Eli. Eli, the hired man. There, you can see him now. Eli?
Yes?
Did you tap on this window just a minute ago?
How should I go tapping on folks' windows?
That was you whistling just now.
Ain't no law again whistling, is there?
Oh,
All right, Eli. Go back to your chores.
Yeah.
Miss Lane and I just arrived, Mr. Calhoun. Before something else happens, suppose you tell us what this is all about.
Oh, Mr. Cranston and Miss Lane, I didn't realize that you were here.
A special day for your family. Treat them to a delicious meal at one of the Brahms. Dinner. And now...
Rotten black pool is alive, Lamar's like a crawling evil thing.
Margot,
They get 2 drownings in the swamp.
come on, you're going back to the house and lie down.
Lamar, what's it all about? You don't believe that filthy swamp has some weird powers in it?
I doubt it, Margot.
You think someone in the family, Lucy maybe?
Definitely do, after that conversation we overheard between Lucy and Quentin.
But why should Lucy want to kill her own brother? And if she was responsible for Quentin's death, why didn't you see her down with Devil's Dip just now?
Yes, I'd like to ask Lucy those same questions, Margot. In person.
You're going to talk to her?
And Margot, and fast. You can find your way back to the house from here, can't you?
I think so.
I'll see you later. After Lucy's had a little chat with the shadow. Happy, Lucy?
What's that? Who's in this room?
Song on your lips and murder in your heart, is that it, Lucy?
Must be mad. Who was that? I hear a voice.
The voice of the shadow.
The shadow.
Come for truth. The truth about this legend of the swamp. Is it the swamp that's killing this family off, Lucy?
Yes. Yes, it's the swamp.
It couldn't be that some person is responsible for these swamp deaths, could it, Lucy?
I don't know what you mean.
You understood very well when you were talking it over with Quentin near Devil's Dip?
How did you know about that?
The shadow knows. You killed your brother, didn't you, Lucy?
No, Shadow, I didn't. I swear it. We talked, and then Quentin asked me to follow him to Devil's Dip. He started walking faster and faster. He got ahead of me. I heard a scream. And when I got up to the dip, Cranston and the girl were there, and Quentin was gone on the quicksand.
Anyone else around at the time, Lucy?
Well, I don't know.
Couldn't sleep. I've been sitting up in my wheelchair.
I'm looking for Eli. I've searched the house. He isn't in the servants' quarters. Have you seen him at all this evening?
I saw him go down to the swamp about an hour ago, Mr. Cranston.
Down to the swamp?
Do you think Eli has something to do with this swamp curse? Do you, Mr. Cranston?
It's beginning to look that way.
Is Randy gone? Now tonight, Quentin? I'm afraid, Mr. Cranston, that he'll sneak up to my bed some night. Or catch me in my wheelchair. You've got to protect us, Mr. Cranston. You've got to.
I'll do the best I can, Mr. Calhoun, the very best.
Thank you, my son. Thank
Just as soon as Miss Lane comes downstairs.
Miss Lane isn't in the house, Mr. Cranston.
What's that?
She hasn't been back since she left with you.
Hasn't come back.
I'm sure of it.
Eli.
Yeah, old Eli. Surprised to see me down here by Devil's Dip?
Yes, I guess I am. I was on my way back to the house. I got lost.
Very easy to do with all the willows and foliage. Only the moonlight to guide you.
Well, how would you show me the way?
Yes, and I'm going.
What did you say?
I don't think I'm going back to the house.
Things are getting deeper and deeper into the swamp. Lost my sense of direction completely. What's that? Who's there? He's a mad, sadistic killer.
Which way did he go?
He comes through there, but you'll never find it at this underground.
Well, if he heads back to the house, we may be able to nab him.
Can you find your way back?
Pass right over there.
Who spoke?
This is the shadow.
Voice coming out of the smoking fire. It's the devil himself.
No, Calhoun, not the devil, but someone who seeks justice.
I don't know who you are, but you've got to help me. Help a poor old crippled man, please. Don't ask. Help me. Help me, please. Get me out of this wheelchair, for the love of heaven. You can't let me die in the flame.
Why don't you help yourself, Mr. Calhoun?
What do you mean?
Why don't you get out of that wheelchair and walk?
I can't. I'm paralyzed. I'm helpless, Shadow.
You're not paralyzed, you're not helpless, Calhoun. It's only your mind that's crippled. Your rotten, twisted mind that conceived the plan to kill your own family.
What are you saying, Shadow?
I'm saying you use this fake paralysis to mask your vicious plot to murder. That you allowed Randy to die in the swamp when you could have saved him. That Quentin met the same terrible death in Devil's Dip at your own hands. That Lucy and Eli were next on your list.
That's not true, Shadow.
At the state penitentiary.
Lamont, I just don't understand it. You mean to say Calhoun wasn't paralyzed before?
Well, he was paralyzed for a while, but he got over it.
I read something about that during the war. Boys who were afraid to go to the front became suddenly and mysteriously crippled, and he regained the use of his legs.
Right. And that's when he hatched the plan to kill off the rest of the family. As a paralytic, he had a perfect alibi.
Eli was really out of his mind, wasn't he, Lamont?
At the end, he was, Mom. All the others used the Indian myth for their own greedy, deceitful purposes. Eli really believed in the legend of...